Hi guys, it's Rael Klein and I'm reviewing the latest episode of Legacies Season 2, Episode 5. Oh, and you're watching Rael Reviews. So the episode starts off right as Lizzie's going to Hope being like, I know who you are. But that scene just seemed really fast and Hope was like, oh my god, you know who I am? Okay. And then this lady shows up and they're just like, whatever. And they need to still have reaction to things. Like, I love this episode. It wasn't as great as the other episode. There's a couple things that ticked me off, and that was one of them. So yeah, they get put into this like weird 80s game, which I thought was so funny. I loved it. Basically everything with that was okay, except I was like a little bit confused on the rules about this thing that was trying to kill them and how they got out. And I liked how they would like sacrifice with each other, sacrifice for each other. My bad. And I liked how in the end they were able to get out. And I liked their conversations. And well, I'll go to the ending a little bit later. Also this episode there's an 80s dance. I recently went to an 80s dance, had my hair up really high in a scrunchie, my hair naturally curly. So that was fun. So Landon is a virgin, which I'm guessing him and Hope never slept together. It's not like something he like forgot he lost his virginity. I think he actually is a virgin because we also didn't see him ever panic, but maybe because it was Hope. I'm gonna say he was a virgin. I also like how this is obviously in the future. Even Lizzie said that the 80s was a grandparents' decade, which I was like, yeah, it's so true when you like do the math. In the 80s, my parents were in their 20s. That's how old my parents are. Who said that? And so I liked how you see a guy who's like worried about losing his virginity and stuff like that, but he went to go talk to one of the professors, Damien, right, about it. And I'm just like, no one would ever go to a teacher or professor about it. When he was like freaking out about it, I thought he would go to Raphael. And this is another thing. Raphael has like no screen time. He has like that early one scene where he's like still a little freaked out, PTSD. Then he has that scene at the dance where he's like, where's Hope? And then the end with Hope. And he needs more scenes, and this could have been a really good time to use him because we know Raphael has had sex. We know that Landon could have gone to him. Like, he should have. It would have made more sense, and he needs more screen time. And I want to see more of also Raphael. Like, I don't want to see the PTSD, like, obviously, but I want to see more from him. And just like how so many female characters are just like love interests, I feel like Raphael, even though I do like how him and Hope are interacting more and there's probably going to be some romance with there, I want him to be more than just a love interest. I want him to have real story, and I want him to have real screen time. Also, Jed was in it for like 0.2 seconds. Not really sure the point of that. So, also Sebastian, we learned why only MG or Lizzie at a time can see Sebastian. It's because they were vulnerable, and he got a little bit blood when they moved the thing, and that makes me realize, because I was like, when that moved that blood thing, I was like, what's the importance of the scene? And now it's coming back, and I love when they do things like this where they make it work. So yeah, he just needs to be fed, and he's getting on the vulnerable, and I'll go back to that a little bit later. They had the dance. Landon and Josie are like, let's do it. Oh, another thing is that we learned that Josie voted out her dad from school, which wasn't, her reasoning was like, yes, but like, you're a bad daughter. I hate saying that, but like, it's true. Oh my god, wait, we'll get to that later. But yeah, so Landon and Josie are like, we're gonna do it. So they go to Josie's room, and then they're like, wait, we don't have a condom. And I love like Landon's just like running around the school looking for a condom. He's like sliding the feet. I don't know if that was like you know, talking about like that was from the Breakfast Club, or that's something they just did. I thought it was so funny when he was like, hey, you, about that guy. And then he was like, wait, never mind. I literally laughed the fuck out. I was like, yeah. And then Sebastian goes to this guy, and he's like, oh, you want a friend? And that's how he comes alive. Anyway, Yeah, so that's all we gotta say about Sebastian. And then, so while Landon's doing that, Josie hears these rats under her bed. I guess she's had these rats. But it's really Penelope's book she left of all. So I got this right away. But I don't know if everyone got it, so I'm just going to explain it. So, the first season we find out that Penelope gave out these like pens or something that when people write stuff down, it goes into this book, right? And so she left this. Well, did she give it to Josie or is it just under her bed? I don't remember, but it's there. And so it's everything about hope. And so Josie's reading it, and she sees the thing that Landon wrote the song about, and so she's reading it so they don't have sex, which like, yeah, boo-boo, yeah, okay. And so she's gonna read this more, and then she also doesn't tell Landon, which like I think makes sense. Like, if I was in that position, I probably wouldn't tell him too. She's reading, and she obviously like is understanding, and with the promo for next week she goes and she's confused about hope, and then we see Freya too, who's like, I have memories, which Freya, yeah, I love when they bring characters from the originals of the Vampire Diaries. That's that. Hope and Lizzie get out. There was this whole other storyline talking about woman supporting woman, which I was like, that really isn't necessary for this episode, but like whatever. And so they're happy at the end, and Hope is with Ruff, and she's like chilling, and they all look so cute. And then I love how like they still use those characters. So that woman from the thing was at the bar with the headmaster, and he takes off his ring, and it's that guy. It's Landon's brother. I don't know his name. And I was like, bro, I was wondering where this dude is. He's pretending to be the headmaster. I thought he can do magic. Maybe his ring can do magic. And then he like eats her or something. I was like, bruh, I did not see that coming. Oh my god. Yeah. So that was basically it. Hope and Lizzie, amazing. Roth needs more screen time. Thank you, Penelope, for saving the day. And that guy is back. Also, Alark, they're just like, Alark, get a girlfriend. But like, why is everything about relationships in life? It doesn't have to be. It should be because you want it to be, just like how you ship everyone with Hope. But just because there's two characters and they're lonely, that doesn't mean they should date. Okay, thank you guys for watching my review of Legacies Season 2, Episode 5. Love you guys. Check out my other videos, and bye.